and by accident you click on that, it's damaged your laptop. You may throw away that laptop. But because you have broken your laptop, that's why the next laptop is available for you. So you can see that you let go of that, but you don't suffer because you can see that that's right. You use things one day will be gone. The same as our body, the same as everyone around us. So when you can see that clearly, you are enlightened. You don't have to fly up on the air, walk on the fire in order to call Buddha. No, Buddha doesn't have any power of that. Buddha means the one who has the capacity to live peacefully, happily, and very mindfully on everything they have. Let's say nobody prevents us to play game because we know that this modern life, they have a lot of computer game, electric game. Nobody prevents us from that. But the point is, you know how to moderate your time to play that. That is the important. You don't have to be attached, but you need to moderate your life, to balance your life. That is the reason and the meaning of why in the temple we always set things in pair. You see, 2 flowers, 2 dishes of fruits, 2 ma on the 2 sides, everything on 2 sides. And if you only have one, let it in the center. What does that mean? Balance your life, moderate your living. You do not need to detach. You use them, but you have to be very mindful how to use, when to use, what to use. It's important. Because if you do not know how to aware of that, a small thing you cannot manage. You cannot manage all your life. You cannot moderate your time to play a game. You cannot moderate anything later on in your future life. So you are the Buddha. We have the capacity to become the Buddha. We have the capacity to live peacefully, mindfully like a Buddha. But the important is, we need to calm ourselves down a little bit each day and make our mindfulness higher, more degree, so we can see, we can shine things clearly before we do, before we talk, before we think. All this communication because of our unmindful speech, unmindful thought, and unmindful action. Most of you here are teenagers. You socialize with friends. And if you do not know how to be mindful with your social lives, you may have a lot of influence from your friends. Instead, you already came to learn from the Dhamma. You must make people influence good things from you. But unmindfully, unfortunately, we influence from it. You see? That's why we need to be mindful about that. In Buddhism, we use the term mindful living. Mindful living means you very carefully in your daily consuming what you should intake for your body, what you should not intake, because when you take that in, it may damage your body and your mind, and later on, your future. One day I was giving my students a ride, and accidentally I turned on the right side. So I supposed to take an exit, but I forgot, so we passed by that exit, and we have to take a long way to come back. So I told my students, you see, that's how your life, same as your life. If you, by accidentally, misfortunately, you exit to a wrong exit, you may come back. Take time. But life is not the end. Please do not hurt yourself when you face with difficulties, because that is not the end of the world. You have a way to turn around, but take time. So that's why if you can slowly, mindfully, before you turn, it's much better. But sometimes we may make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And because of that mistake, we have a chance to stand up. And we learn, we understand how hurt when the one who falls and how to stand up. So when you fall, you learn two things. How hurt when you fall and how beautiful when you can stand up. How peacefully when you can stand up. So when you can learn that from the Buddha, you can see life is beautiful and life has a lot of things for us to love. A lot of positives. Of course, we have a lot of negatives too. But because of mindfulness, we can see things more positive. Let's say you have a friend. One day, you and that friend is no longer communicating. You may sad, you may suffer about it. But you also know that's life. Because impermanent, that things can be possible. If things stay the same, you never grow up. You are a kid forever. Because life is impermanent, that's why things are possible. Because of impermanent, that's why I have come here and I also live. I am living, but one day I will come back. So like a flower, when it's died, you put it in the garbage. From garbage, it's transformed into compost. And from compost, it's nourished for all the flowers. So you can see that it's never going anywhere, just in a different form. You don't have to attach. But now you can open your heart and you can accept things in a different form. I was an Indian Phật tử. But if you expect Thầy to be Indian Phật tử all my life and you don't have my form in a month. So now I changed my form. But I never detached from Phật tử. So I still practice in Buddhism, I still practice, I still happy with young friends. So I am in a different form, but I do the same things. The water evaporates as cloud. In a different form. Now water changed into a cloud form. But the cloud will fall down as rain. So the cloud never suffer. No, I'm no longer a cloud. So but the cloud will be happy. I'm so miracle. Now I can become rain. And rain will be happy because rain will evaporate and become cloud again. And water never suffers because water can make tea, water can make coffee, water can make soup, water can do anything. Water have never expected I have to be a certain water. Anything can be water. You can see that? So when you never attach, you don't have to find a way to detach. But when you already attach, okay, and now the mindfulness will help you to see clearly what to let go, what you should stay. Because many things when you intake is only damage your body and your mind, especially your hate, your ignorance, your suffering. So please understand that in Buddhist practice, we never encourage anyone to detach your life from, a normal life and live like a monk. Okay? You don't have to. But the beautiful things you should do is be who you are. Okay? You can play You can school, you can do anything you want, but very carefully. What can bring you more happiness